Good morning. Myself Prabha Ranjay, working as an assistant professor in EC department at SNS College of Technology. In this lecture video, I am going to discuss about the topic name is Latches from Digital Electronics subject. Let I discuss. Latches. Latches is a basic storage element used in digital electronics to store one bit of information. It is a bistable device, meaning it has two stable state, that is 0 and 1. Latches are asynchronous devices, meaning their output depends on the input and state of the device at any given moment without requiring a clock signal. And then latches is a level triggered devices. Why? Because their output depends on the state of the input signal. As long as the enable, which means control signal, remains active, high or low, depending on the latch design. The reason for level triggering in latches is asynchronous nature. That means latches don't rely on clock edges. Instead, their behavior is determined by the level of the enable signal, that is active, high or low. While the enable signal is active, the latch is transparent and its output follows the input. That's why it is an asynchronous nature. And another one is continuous sensitivity. A latch monitors the input continuously when the enable signal is active. This continuous sensitivity to input changes defines in its level triggered behavior. Any change in the input while the enable is active immediately affect the output. Next reason is design simplicity. The level triggered nature simplifies the design of latches by removing edge detection circuitry needed in flip-flops. Latches are smaller and faster, making them suitable for application where simple data storage is required. And implication of level triggering, that means transparency. When the enable signal is active, the latch is transparent, meaning the output follows the input. This behavior is often described as the transparent mode. Then hold state. When the enable signal is inactive, the latch holds its last value irrespective of the input change. Potential glitches. Since latches are sensitive to input changes, while enabled, they are susceptible to glitches or unintended changes if inputs are not stable during the active phase. And then flip-flops are edge triggered, because they are designed to respond only to specific transition of a clock signal, either rising edge or falling edge. What is mean by positive edge, that is rising edge, what is mean by falling edge, negative edge, these all are the discussed in last video itself. This behavior ensures precise timing and synchronize in digital system. Reason for edge triggering in flip-flop: synchronous operation, avoiding glitches, precise the time control, data stability between clock edges, ease of integration in synchronous system. These are okay. Next thing is edge triggering versus level triggering. Sensitivity. edge triggered flip flop at clock edge only, whereas level triggered, that means latches, during active enable phase. Next one is risk of glitches. In edge triggering, it is very very minimal, whereas in level triggering it is higher. Timing control precise where the edge triggered, that means flip flops, less precise where level triggered latches. Next, usage in the sense it is synchronous system. Level edge triggered is synchronous system. Level triggered is in temporary data storage. And different types of latches, that is SR flip flop, D latch, sorry, SR latch, D latch, and then T latch, then JK latch. You know what is S, what is R. Last class itself we have discussed. S means set, reset. If S equal to 1, R equal to 0 means what will be the output? Q equal to 1. S equal to 0, R equal to 1 means Q equal to 0. S equal to 0, R equal to 0 means Q retains in previous state, that means hold state. S equal to 1, R equal to 1 means invalid state. Both outputs become unstable. Next, D latch, inputs data D and enable E, outputs Q and Q bar. When enable E equal to 1, Q equal to D, which means transparent mode, output follows the input. When E equal to 0, Q retains its previous state, that means hold state. And then JK latch, input J is nothing but the set, K is nothing but the reset, and enable, outputs Q and Q bar, and its operation is J equal to 1, K equal to 0 means Q in the sense output Q equal to 1, which means set state. J equal to 0 and K equal to 1, the output Q equal to 0, which means reset state. Then if J equal to 1, K equal to 1, then output Q equal to toggle state. J equal to 0, Q equal to 0 means Q retains its state. This is JK latch. And then T latch, where the inputs of the T latch is toggle input, that means T, and enable E. Output Q and Q bar operation. T equal to 1, Q toggles its state when enable E signal E equal to 1. T equal to 0, Q retains its state. And then this is the circuit diagram, and this is the truth table of the SR latch, then D latch, all those things we have discussed. Okay. Advantages advantages of latch. The advantages of latches, including the designing of latches is very flexible when we compare the flip flops. Then the latches utilize less power. The performance of latches in the design of the high speed circuit is quick because these are asynchronous within the design, and there is no need of clock signal. The shape of the latch is very small and occupies less area. Latches give aggressive clocking when contrasted with flip-flop circuits. These all are the advantages of latches. Then application of latches. Temporary storage of data in digital system, debouncing of mechanical switching, implementation of finite state machine, building block for flip-flops and sequential circuit. The main difference between latches and flip-flops is latches is an asynchronous devices. Output changes based on input and enable signal. Flip-flops is an asynchronous devices. Output changes only at the edge of a clock signal. This is the main difference between flip-flop and latches. And in this lecture you have an assessment, that is what is latch. Note it down. What is latch? List the types of latch, difference between level trigger and edge trigger. All those things we have discussed. Okay, note it down. This is the assessment. And if you have any doubt you can ask me through the comment. We will meet in next video. Thank you.